Maya Higa. I don't even know if I have my other thing. So, we'll read this and we'll compress it and we'll put it into our brains. I don't know if I have much to say about this. Let's see. I would first like to respond to the recorded call from last week that was aired on stream 09/22/2022. I was not offered the opportunity to represent myself on that call, and thus what I said on and my intentions on that day in question 07/06/2021 were misrepresented. I have already spoken my truth on my stream 09/19/2022, but in light of the false allegations brought upon me, I feel the need to speak it again. I do not want to engage in nuke wars. I do not want to play games. I will only speak to my own intentions and actions that day. I did not go to the house that day with the intention of manipulating Adriana's story. I did not cover up sexual assault. This would not be possible, as even Adriana did not consider the incident to be sexual assault until this past Monday, 09/19/2022. As she said on her stream, Adriana's feelings regarding the situation have rightfully changed. As she said on her stream, Adriana's feelings regarding the situation have rightfully changed since that day, and I support her. On that day, 07/06/2021, I was only able to operate off the information that was given to me by Adriana and the eyewitnesses at the time. That information was that there was no rape or sexual assault, but that Crazy Slick made Adriana uncomfortable. I supported Adriana in sharing this. I did ask about her experience, and I did go there with the intention of understanding the truth of the incident that occurred at the party in January of 2020. At the time, I thought this was the right thing to do. I fully understand that it was wrong, given my position, to insert myself into that situation. I apologize for the power dynamic and the harm it might have caused. It was irresponsible for me to not remove myself from the situation, and I take full accountability for the mistake making this mistake. Lexio, apparently. I am deeply disappointed in my judgment and choices, and I am deeply sorry to Adriana for my involvement. I never intended for my status to influence Adriana. I would never knowingly protect a predator, and I would never threaten or discourage a victim from speaking about their experiences. I absolutely condemn the actions of Crazy Slick. I have privately apologized to Adriana, and I will publicly apologize again. I am truly sorry for Adriana's experience with Crazy Slick and for the experiences of other women who have shared their stories. I am sorry, and I feel horrible for being part of the reason that Adriana has experienced everything that she has in the past year. I am sorry that this has become a nauseating he said, she said battle. I have remained in this industry because I have always been streaming as a means to an end. The end being a powerful platform for conservation education. For those of you who are still willing to support my platform, thank you. For those of you unwilling, I understand. I am stepping away from my online platform indefinitely. I'm sorry. Thank you all for reading. Wow. Damn. Deep stuff. Jesus. So this is Adriana's side, and now what this brings up is what the fuck was Mizkiff? Well, I don't know if Mizkiff really said anything. He just made everything he was saying sound horrible. So we'll see where this goes. I mean, it seems like Maya, this is a good statement. I don't see anything coming more from this statement, unless of course someone's willing to call her a liar. But at this point, it'd be like either Mizkiff is throwing Maya under the bus, or Mizkiff is just fucking putting himself on blast. Because at this point, it just all kind of sounds bad on. I mean, Mitch is just in a weird spot. I don't know what the hell his position is anymore. He's just in a weird one. And and Mizkif just everything he was saying just seemed weird as fuck. I don't know his true intentions. I don't know if there are true intentions to Mizkif's actions. We don't really know. It'll only come out with more stuff. At this point, without a further statement from Mizkif, it seems like basically he was defending his friend, but his friend was a fucking sexual predator. So, or a sexual assaulter. I guess that's the same thing. Sexual predator, sexual assaulter. I don't know if there's a difference. If there's a difference. If one is worse than the other, then sexual assaulter is more of what I'm trying to say. The reason I feel this way, I guess, about Mizkif is just because of how he was speaking during the call. A lot of his statements revolved around that he was trying to save his friend, trying to defend his friend, and if you've had best friends like this, you would want to make sure that they're okay. The problem with that is that, yeah, while you want to make sure that your best friends are okay, your best friends are sexual predators or sexual assaulters or rapists, they should no longer be your friends anymore. You should cut them out of your life forever. They should be taking no part. Hold on, this is not gonna fix my camera. They should be taking no parts in your life anymore. They should be cut out and forever forgotten if those actions if they have taken any actions such as rape, sexual assault, or anything worse than that. But in this situation, those are applicable. You should not be looking to defend your friend if the accusations against them are sexual assault. You can be, and it's totally okay for you to be looking for the truth. If you're worried that your friend is being mischaracterized or wrongfully, accused, that's a separate thing. But the tonnage of Mizkif's words were not good. The tonnage definitely came off as somebody who wanted to defend their friend and save their friend from the cascading horribleness of the quote-unquote, like, the cancel. He didn't want his friend to get canceled. But if your friend was truly a sexual assaulter, I'm going to keep using that word, even if I don't think it's a word, because I don't know if I want to call somebody a sexual predator. If your friend is accused and proven to be a sexual assaulter, that person should no longer be your friend. Based on this statement here, it also seems like either Mizkif knew something. Maya says she had no knowledge of what Slick did, and the only knowledge she knew was that Adriana felt uncomfortable. That was her only knowledge. Mizkif, during the call, was talking about as if he knew about more things. As if he knew what was happening. Now, maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just flustered and talking about stuff that he didn't have prior knowledge to and believes that he had prior knowledge to simply because of the situation. I know I've done this before where I think I knew something at the time, but because I know it now, but I actually didn't at the time, and I only know it now, but I can't remember the time when I didn't remember it. Doesn't make any sense? Great. It probably doesn't. But, yeah. So, with all that said, I don't know that I have much else to say. It seems like, Slick is a done for. That's pretty painfully obvious. That guy seems to be a little bit of a nut job. No one should be best friends with him. And as for Mizkif, if I'm being generous, I hope that he makes a post condemning all of Slick's actions. To move on from this is pretty much solely in Mizkif's hands, I think. That is the final pivot point onto this. I think everyone else has said their pieces. And Mizkif kind of just needs to figure out if he truly believes what he said on that call. Yeah. So, that's my piece on this drama. Tune in for more, I guess.